Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to day one of the Happiness Challenge. Are you ready to take your happiness to the next level? Are you ready to get rid of thinking and really, truly learn how to be happy in every moment? You know, I know that there are times where you feel extremely happy, and then there's times where you feel extremely upset, or something triggers you and you get upset over something little, and yet it continues to carry on throughout the day instead of learning to release it in the moment. Well, I'll tell you, the key to happiness is persistence. If you've listened to any of my lives before, you heard me say that the mind is a muscle. We need to exercise it just as if we are at the gym exercising our muscles. Woohoo, our muscles here. So today's key, hey Fran, today's key or challenge is to really understand, why do you want to be happy? See, there's 4 keys to persistence. There's 4 keys to happiness through persistence. And the first key is the first and probably the number one challenge. Number one key is understanding what is going to drive you to be committed to yourself. You know, it's interesting because there's a lot of things in my life and a lot of things in my clients' life where they can be happy in some areas. Like they're happy because they have good, children, or a good relationship with your children, or they're happy because they have a nice job. They're happy because they have family and loved ones in their life. But then they become immediately unhappy when they go in talking to themselves. Do you do that? Are you happy in some areas of your life? And then when you start to look at yourself, you're like, am I enough? Do I do enough? Am I supposed to be doing more? See, the key to happiness is determining what it is that you want from yourself and what's going to drive you to really want to stay committed. Because over the next few days, we're going to make commitments, not to me, but to yourself. We're going to make commitments that we're going to, like I said, in the welcome, tools, systems, I call them systems, things that I do daily. Some people call them rituals, mantras, but daily actions that's going to hold you accountable. So what is it what's driving you? What's your driving force? I know for myself, years ago, I had actually acquired the life of my dreams. And it's really interesting because I hid my depression and disordered eating from the general world. And like nobody knew that outside of me. And it's funny because I manifested everything that I wanted in my life. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to have a husband that took care of me. I wanted to have children, and God gave me all of those things. But yet I still wasn't happy. How about you? Do you have things in your life that you should be so grateful for, so thankful for, so just enthralled and happy with, and yet there's a piece missing? There's part of you that still isn't happy, and you're not even sure why. You're not even sure why that you feel that there's not enough, like there's not enough of you, or something's missing, when you have all the wonderful things that you have in your life. Well, I'll tell you what, that is what happens, and that's what happened to me. I was sick and tired of feeling like there was something missing within me. And that was my action plan. That's what made me committed to taking care of me. You know, there's times in your life where you look at, and I want to say you look outside of everything, right? You look at family, you look at your house, you look at your job, you look at your relationships with friendships, your relationship with your children, and you look at everything outside of you, and it's like, these things are good. Why am I so unhappy? You know, and then maybe you're even doing things that are supposed to make you feel good, like exercise and eat healthy and, you know, but yet you're still not happy. It's because you need to go in. You need to go in and figure out what's in here, that missing piece. So we're going to talk about over the next couple of days how to create systems and who can relate to what I'm saying? If you can relate to what I'm saying, put a 5 or a 1 in the comments. But you know, change happens. I say this all the time. Change happens instantly. And it happens whether we know it happens or not. It just happens overnight, right there, a split second. Everything changes. And people always say change is hard, change is hard. No, change isn't hard. Change is simple, not hard, simple. And it's the practice of doing things. But what actually catapults the change, what actually enhances the change or makes the change completely transform is the reason behind wanting the change. You have to find the reason behind wanting the change. And you know, that reason lies in our soul. That reason lies right here in our heart. We were born, you were born with the answers to everything already within you. And all you have to do is actually open up this heart center here and all the answers come out. So my challenge for you is to figure out what is your driving force. What is it that's going to take your change and catapult it to a transformation? For me, I was sick and tired of beating myself up. I was sick and tired of looking in the mirror and not liking what I saw. I was sick and tired of figuring out what to eat. I don't know if you have anybody out there has food challenges, but raise your, you know, could put another 5 up if you have deal with food challenges. Like I overate, underate, binged, but only on healthy food, so I justified that. But it's like I was never happy with the food choices I was making. I was never happy with the amount of exercise I was getting or lack of exercise I was getting, the amount of sleep I was getting, the amount of time I had for myself. You know, as a mother of 3 children, there was times that I didn't even know how to stop and breathe. And so the question to you is, are you sick and tired of whatever's holding you back from being happy within? And so what's going to catapult you into your transformation? So how this challenge is going to work is I'm going to give you a challenge today, which is identifying your purpose. You're identifying what it is that is going to want you to stay committed to your happiness. So that's the challenge for today. And then how the challenge, the 4 days are going to go is that you will have that to do for tomorrow, or you can do it tonight. Actually, it's only 8:45. We can get that in. You can post it in the comments in this live video. The more you interact, the more you come along for the journey, and invite friends. So there's a grand prize at the end of the challenge for those that have followed through in the 4 days. You get tickets to enter into the challenge, and not the challenge, into the grand prize. So by joining the challenge, if you registered, you get points. If you haven't registered, go to bekiss.me/happy, and the registration's there. And once you register there, you get a ticket entered into the pot for the grand prize. Then if you comment, I'm going to add them all up for those that have commented. Then you get added into the grand prize. If you share the live video, you get more tickets added into the grand prize. If you head on over to the chakra group, you get more tickets added to the grand prize. I'll put that link in the comments below. But so your homework for the day, your insight for the day is that I want you to take 3 deep breaths before you do this on your own. 3 deep breaths, just slowing down and just saying, what is it that's going to keep me committed? In fact, we can do that together. I want you to take your right hand, put it on your heart center, and take your left hand and put it on your right hand. Go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Exhaling. Breathing in again. Exhaling. Breathing in, noticing your heart expand. Exhaling, relaxing. Keeping your eyes closed for a few minutes. As you continue to breathe on your own, know that your mind, subconscious mind, opens and your heart begins to speak to you. And in this moment right now, this stillness, this quietness, ask yourself, why is it that you truly want to be happy? What is going to drive you to stay committed to your happiness? Taking a moment. I want you to go ahead, if you have a pen and paper, and write that answer down. And then I want you to share it here to add some tickets into the grand prize for yourself. I hope you really take this time to figure out what's your reason why. What is it that's going to drive you to continue your journey to happiness? Without that, there's no journey. There's no way to stay committed. There's no way to keep persistence. There has to be a driving force. What is it for you? I love you all. Have a wonderful day.